everybody, this is Team Metamorphos here, bringing you the brand new video, and today we're going to be talking about the new number card coming out of Collector's Pack 2017. So this is a number 89 Combuterbeast Diablosis. It is a rank 7 Dark Psychic type Xyz effect monster with 2800 attack and 1200 defense, and it requires 2 level 7 monsters to summon it. And you can only use the effect of the third. You can only use the third effect of this card once per turn. So it's a generic card, which is really good, and it seems like the stat lines are really good. So the third effect has to be really good. So let's just jump right into these effects. The first effect is once per turn, you can detach 1 Xyz material from this card and look at your opponent's extra deck, and banish 1 card from there face down. That's actually a really good effect because it allows you to get 9% of the versatility out of your opponent's extra deck, because most of the time when you get cards out of there, they already put it in there for specific scenarios most of the time. So for example, if you're playing a deck like against Burning Abyss, if you just banish like their Beatrice, they're going to be really set back because they can't get over this card effectively without it, really. And most of the time it's going to be really devastating. Side note, you can also banish like all the other generic cards. You can banish your opponent's a Trident, or your opponent's Broad Bull, or your opponent's Totally Awesome from their extra deck if they're playing like Paleozoics or Hero Toads. It's a really good effect at the end of the day. And also, since it's not a named once per turn effect, you can play that if you manage to summon 2 of these cards. You can do 2 cards at once, which is really good. I don't know why that's not named once per turn, but the third effect is. But we'll go on. The second effect is at the end of the battle phase, if this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can target 1 card in your opponent's graveyard and banish it face down. So this card just swings into your opponent's monster, and then kind of like Kaiko's effect where he banishes 2 cards, except this card will banish a card in general, and then it banishes it face down. So that's really good, because it kind of also can snipe some of your opponent's cards that they can use for the graveyard later on. So I think that's a pretty good effect also. Yeah, the third effect is if an opponent's monster is banished face down, you can activate this effect. Banish cards from the top of your opponent's deck face down, equal to the number of cards that are currently banished face down. Of their currently banished cards that are face down. So basically, if your opponent has 3 cards banished face down, you get to banish 3 cards face down from the top of your opponent's deck. This is kind of really good card because it combos off of cards like Eater of Millions, which basically you banish the top 5 cards of your deck, and then whatever your opponent's and against attack equal to how many cards that your opponent has banished face down, which is really good. Not to say that that's a viable option, but this card is generically very good in that aspect. This card kind of reminds me of like Cypher Mode Omega, although in a different light. Cypher's Overload kind of lets you banish cards face down on the field, and I think that this card would be really good in that deck if it was level 8 or like level 6 or something like that. But you could make 2 level 7 monsters in Cypher, albeit it's a little bit convoluted and a little bit hard to do, but you can definitely do it. I'm not saying that you should run this card in Cyframes, because I think Cyframes overall is not an Xyz deck, whereas it's obviously a synchro deck. But it just reminds me of a little bit of Omega and how annoying it could possibly be, and this card has the potential of being just that as well. So yeah, I think this card's really good for a rank 7. So anyway guys, tell me what you guys think about this card in the comment section down below. I'll see you guys in the next video. This has been Team Metamorphos, and I'll be signing out.